Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Much Brew About Nothing. So, last Monday, we got a big shake-up in Modern with Jace and also Bloodbraid Elf being unbanned, which means we're kind of doing a special episode. Instead of playing an instant deck, we are playing a super spicy Jace deck. This is Turbo Land. So you might have seen this week I was on Team Modern Super League along with Todd Stevens, Corbin Hostler, and one of the decks we didn't get to play, but that was in our 6-deck pool, was Turbo Lands. This is one of the decks that Todd submitted for our Team Modern Super League event. So I want to give this deck a shot because it looks really sweet. It is super unique and just one of the spicier Jace lists I've seen anyone put out so far. So I wanted to give it a shot, see how it works. Anyway, a quick reminder before we break down Turbo Lands for Modern. If you enjoy this deck and you enjoy Much Brew in general, it would be spectacular of you if you could take a quick second, click that subscribe button down in the corner of your screen. It's a great way to support the channel and the site for free. So let's talk Turbo Land, starting with, of course, the newest unbanned planeswalker in Modern, Jace the Mind Sculptor. If you've never played with Jace the Mind Sculptor, it is absurdly powerful. You're probably tired of hearing about Jace, but Jace just kinda does everything. If you can get it out on an empty board, you can win by fate sealing your opponent with the +2. Brainstorming every turn with the 0 is a ton of value, even better than normal in our deck, for reasons we'll talk about in a minute. Unsummoning a creature is strong, and then the ultimate, pretty much always game winning. It is just the best planeswalker Wizards has ever printed. The cool thing about Jace in this deck, though, is we are very much built to harness Jace's power, but not in kind of the traditional way. When you think of Jace, you think hardcore control deck, wrath the board, counter everything, eventually play Jace to win. We're trying to break Jace in a very unique way. So first off, we are looking to ramp into Jace as quickly as possible. The combination of Arbor Elf Utopia Sprawl lets us play Jace as soon as turn 2 with our best draws. On turn 2, we start brainstorming, improving our hand, going crazy that way. Lotus Cobra gives us another way to ramp into Jace, and it gives us a lot of value with some of our other cards and kind of the lands part of our deck. So apart from just Jacing our opponent, the real theme of the deck is the Turbo Land. So we have Courser of Kruphix and Oracle of Moldiah, which work incredibly well with Jace the Mind Sculptor. So when you think about Jace, probably the most powerful ability is just 0 brainstorm every single turn. The cool thing about Courser and Oracle of Moldiah is it makes it so the brainstorm on Jace isn't just drawing one card. You draw 3, put back 2, that's great on its own, but it's actually drawing us 2 or 3 cards because we can just put lands back on top of our deck, then we play those lands from the top of our deck with Courser, gain some life, with Oracle Moldiah to play 2 at once. So it really breaks the brainstorming ability of Jace, gets us tons of lands on the battlefield, and generates even more card advantage, and that's kind of the plan of the deck. The weirdest part about this deck is we don't really have a real win condition. I mean, Jace is our win condition, but it's not like we have one huge, okay, I play a Primeval Titan, I win the game. I play a Scapeshift, I win the game. We don't really have anything like that. Instead, we're looking to value our opponent out, and really, our biggest finisher is Tireless Tracker. As weird as that sounds, because you think of Tireless Tracker more as just a good value card, but in our deck, it is our primary finisher. So as we are brainstorming, playing all these lands on the top of our deck, we're getting a bunch of clues with our Tireless Tracker, crack those clues, make our tracker bigger. We can do this multiple times a turn because we have so many lands that are entering the battlefield, that are on the battlefield, because we have all of our ramp stuff. We're making extra mana with our Lotus Cobra, our Utopia Sprawls, our Arbor Elves. So it cycles us through our deck even more, and then eventually what we're going to do is hit our Temporal Masteries, which if we miracle them for 2 mana, great. If not, we make so much mana we can easily just hardcast them, and then we swing with our Tireless Trackers, which are huge thanks to our clue tokens, 2 or 3 turns in a row while cracking more clues, while also getting more lands on the battlefield to make more clues, and just beat our opponent down with huge Tireless Trackers. So that's kind of the main plan of the game. Of course, you can also set up the Temporal Mastery for 2 mana earlier in the game with Jace. Sometimes we just randomly draw it off the top and get to Time Walk our opponents, which is awesome as well. Nissa Steward of Elements, just a one-of, but it's kind of our backup finisher. Works well with Jace because we can scry away cards we don't want if we don't have our Coursers and our Oracles going. Plus, we make so much mana, eventually, we just play it with enough loyalty, we can ultimate it right away, hit our opponent for 10 in the air to close out the game. finally, a couple of Zerm Visions just to smooth out the draws a little bit. The other important aspect of our Turbo Lands deck is, of course, the lands. So Lumbering Falls, and actually creature lands in general, are a lot better right now because they're great ways of dealing with Jace. When your opponent taps out to play a Jace, you really want to be able to attack it back and kill it. And having a card like Lumbering Falls, which attacks for 3, has hexproof, is perfect for sniping a Jace the opponent plays. The other unique part of this deck is we have approximately 1 million fetch lands, because fetch lands are just awesome with the theme of our deck. They're actually like the key aspect of our deck when you really think about it, because we have oracles to see the top of our deck. We have Courser of Crufix to see the top of our deck. We have Jace Brainstorming, which wants us to shuffle away the top cards of our deck. So instead of just getting us a land and fixing our mana, in our deck, our fetch lands are actually a weird source of card advantage, because we can see the top card of our deck. If we don't like it, we can shuffle with our fetch land and hopefully find our Jace, find our Temporal Mastery, find our Tireless Tracker. So in this deck, we really need to use our fetch lands as a resource, not just as a way to fix our mana. These are very, very important to what the deck is trying to do. So don't just crack all your fetch lands willy-nilly. That's not the best way to go about it. What you really need to be doing is saving them to interact and draw cards with, essentially, with your Jace, with your Courser, with your Oracle Moldiah. Then we have a bunch of shock lands, some basic lands. Sideboard-wise, we get a bunch of removal, engineered explosives to sweep away the board. We can play it with 3 or even 4 colors, thanks to our Utopia Sprawl. Lightning Bolt, Dismember for removal. Ancient Grudge to blow up artifacts. Dispel, Negate, and Thrun are kind of our control package. Thrun, another card way better against Jace. Obstinate Baloth for aggro. Blood Moon to steal some wins. And that is Turbo Lands for Modern, and that's the Much Brew deck for this week. So I'm excited to give this deck a shot. It looks really unique. It looks super fun. I'm a little nervous because there's a ton of lands. There's no super clear path to victory, apart from just overwhelming the opponent with value. So we'll see how well it actually works. But I'm excited to give it a try because it looks really sweet, does some really cool things, and draws a ton of cards when you think about all the weird non-traditional card advantage that's built into this deck. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking. Let's get to the gameplay videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Turbo Lands. Yeah, let's get to it. If you're looking for a fashionable way to support the channel, make sure to check out the Ixalan t-shirt over at mtgoldfishmerch.com. Alright, Much Brew About Nothing time, and we're changing things up. Special episode. We're playing some Jace in Modern. We're trying Todd Stevens' Turbo Lands deck, and this should be fun. Yeah, we'll keep this. We got a pretty quick Jace. We also have Tireless Tracker. So Windswept Heath, crack it, grab a Forest, and Utopia Sprawl on blue. Pass the turn. See what our opponent's up to. Creeping Tar Pit. Also Jacing, probably. Well, let's just play an island, play Tireless Tracker. We don't get any value right away, but if our opponent taps mana during their main phase to kill Tracker, that clears the way for Jace. Scalding Tarn. And if they don't, we just get to Wooded Foothills, get a clue. Get in with Tireless Tracker. Crack Wooded Foothills. Get a Forest. Get a clue. Utopia Sprawl. On blue. And we're just going to pass, start cracking clues. Yeah, opponent cracks. We want to crack clues on our opponent's turn in case we hit... Alright, there's Terminate. Alright. In case we hit a Miracle, we can Miracle it for free. Field of Ruin. Yeah, that's not happening. One of the reasons this plan has gotten a lot better. Well, add some mana, crack a clue. Add some mana, crack a clue. Oh, so close. Well, let's Zerm Visions. Land bottom, Jace top. Play Utopia Sprawl on blue. And Jace, number 1. Opponent does have the counter. Well, play Lumbering Falls, pass the turn. Island for our opponent. Plays a Jace. Takes up Jace. Puts our Jace to the bottom. Well, little do they know that we also have Jace. So play Jace. I think we're going to Brainstorm. So put back... Let's think about this. Lotus Cobra. 1, 2. Play the fetch, crack the fetch. 1, 2, 3... Huh. So we can't Lumbering Falls, can we? So put back Breeding Pool. Put back Temporal Mastery. Play Lotus Cobra. Play an Island. Play Lotus Cobra. Pass the turn. So our opponent can spend their turn killing our Jace. but then they're mostly tapped out. Polluted Delta. Alright, opponent's got the Lightning Bolt. Cracks Polluted Delta. Gets a Swamp. Yeah, this ruins our Scry. This is actually pretty annoying. Get a Forest. There goes our Temporal Mastery. Search for Iskanta. Jeez, we keep drawing lands. Everything at Jace. Play Stomping Ground, pass the turn. Yeah, this feels pretty bad. I mean, we're just on the wrong side of the Jace and we lose, basically. Opponent was able to counter our Jace and then follow up with their Jace and game over. Not really any coming back from that, honestly. It might seem like there's coming back from that, but really, there's not. Scries to the bottom. Plays a land. Opponent passing. We will keep drawing very bad Lotus Cobras. Everything at Jace. Opponent fires up a Tar Pit. Blocks with the Tar Pit. Colligan's Command. We'll play Lotus Cobra, pass the turn. And yeah, I think we're just dead. Mills of Inquisition, flip search for Iskanta. I can't imagine. I mean, you could see the power of Jace. Like, yeah, we can keep playing, but the game's been over for several brainstorms. And we are going to scoop it up. Yeah, I mean, there just isn't any sense to keep playing this. Our opponent's essentially drawing 3 cards a turn. They just brainstorm with Jace, put the bad cards to the bottom with search, and yeah, there's no winning from there. It's just straight up over. So we get a Thrun, we get a Blood Moon, we get Negates and Dispels. Those are probably our best cards. Cards that we don't really want. Oracle seems risky. It seems like it's just going to die all the time, every time. Yeah, alright. Try it like that. Alright, so we're on the play. Well, okay. Let's... Forest and Arbor Elf. Pass the turn. Scalding Tarn. Opponent. Passing. Tap untap. Tap. Play Lotus Cobra. Play Wooded Foothills. Get a mana. Crack Wooded Foothills. Get a Forest. Add a mana. And Blood Moon. Opponent cracks. Gets our basic. And we'll pass the turn. See how our opponent does with a Blood Moon down. Scalding Tarn. Opponent passing. Well, tap, untap. Play Courser. Play the Island. Gain a life. Thrun seems pretty reasonable here. Yeah, I guess we play Lotus Cobra. Get him a Cobra. Pass the turn. Maybe we want more Blood Moons in this deck. Blood Moon seems so good. Opponent. Swamp. Doing a good job of drawing basic lands. Colligan's Command. Kills Arbor Elf. We have to discard a land. That's actually really bad for us. Well, we hit our opponent for a bunch. Pass the turn. Mountain. That looks like a tar pit. Opponent passes. There's the land. So play the land. Gain some life. Get some mana. Play Thrun. Go attacking. So I think our opponent needs, like, Swamp Damnation. Or they're very dead. Blood Moon. Doing some work. And our opponent scoops it up. I mean, I guess we were pretty far ahead there, even without the Blood Moon. The Blood Moon was helpful, but we actually just played a lot of stuff, and it was pretty good. Alright, run it back. Spin the wheel. Alright, we'll keep this. Opponent cracks. Hell, there goes Tireless Tracker. Well, come on, Jaces. All about you. Ramp? Alright, Forest go. We would have liked to get down that Tireless Tracker. Scalding Tarn. Opponent cracks it. Steam Vents untapped. And their search for Iskanta. That's a good one. We'll play the Island. Play Lotus Cobra. Pass the turn. Opponent mills a Logic Knot. Finds a land. Plays it untapped. I love those Colligan's commands. Well, we will discard a land. Play Arbor Elf. Play Wooded Foothills. Pass the turn. Problem is our Jaces are just going to get countered like crazy. Opponent has search and we do not. Mills a land. Tap land. Well, crack Wooded Foothills. Get a breeding pool. Play the Forest. Play Jace. Opponent has a counter, of course. Well, get in with Arbor Elf. And pass the turn. Mills a land. Opponent passes. Well, play Jace. Opponent has Snapcaster. For Logic Knot. This is actually pretty bad. We can Dispel, but our opponent's still going to be able to kill... Well, untap, Dispel. Our Jace is still just going to die, though. Well, we Brainstorm. Put back Arbor Elf. Put back Blood Moon. Play Breeding Pool. Tapped. Pass the turn. Hopefully our opponent needs to get in with this Tar Pit. Or they have Dreadbore. Opponent goes attacking. Hits us. Well, this is a big turn. We'll see what our opponent has. Utopia Sprawl. On red. Blood Moon. Resolves. Well, we'll see. So bad news is we can't actually cast a Jace here. Good news is our opponent can't actually cast anything. Just kidding. They can cast Fatal Push. Opponent gets in. Play Arbor Elf. Pass the turn. Opponent is getting their Scry on. Mills a Snapcaster. Basic Mountain. That is the worst of the basics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're going to kill Snapcaster. Pass the turn. Search for his Kanta. We would really like to find a threat before our opponent finds an island. Opponent passes. Well, pass the turn. This deck does play an ungodly number of lands. Alright, Kolaghan's Command gets back Snapcaster. We'll discard Stomping Ground. Search for his Kanta. Hopefully our opponent just flips it. That would make us happy. Alright, not an island. Come on, deck, give us a threat! Yeah, I mean, this is the saddest Temporal Mastery, but we'll take an extra turn. There's a threat. Well, play Thrun. Pass the turn! Come on, Thrun! You can do it, Thrun. You can do it. All by yourself, Thrun. It's all on you. I'll feel better once we can start reanimating. Scalding Tarn. Well, get in with Thrun. Not sure why our opponent's keeping bad lands. Maybe they have them in hand. Serum Visions. Bottom and... I guess top? Yeah, we'll keep Serum Visions. Play Arbor Elf. Gives us a little buffer to sacrifice effects if our opponent somehow went Swamp Liliana. Mills Inquisition. Opponent passing. Well, that's Serum Visions. Put on top. Put on top. Go attacking. And our opponent to 3. And they need to find an answer this turn, or we just Thrun them. Search. Mills a land. What do you got, opponent? And our opponent scoops it up. We got their triple lands. Oh, man. Oh, boy. I wish we had more Blood Moons, because... Wow. Wow, the Blood Moon. The Blood Moon. It is still good. I don't even feel like we ran especially well, but Blood Moon was enough. After game 1, I was feeling a little down because we lost the Jace battle, and then went pretty well after boarding. Alright, much brew time. Playing some Turbo Lands in Modern, and I guess we'll try this. Opponent, Vern Catacombs, cracks it. Looks like we're about to get shredded by discard. Yup. Seems like in theory, our deck should be pretty good against discard. We've not had a single, Jace nut draw. Breeding Pool, untapped, and Serum Visions. Well, both lands to the bottom, pass the turn. Twilight Mire for our opponent, and there's a Dark Confidant. We're not good at answering Dark Confidant. Well, play Forest, Utopia Sprawl, on, I guess, blue. Play Lotus Cobra, pass the turn. Let's see what our opponent can do here. Hopefully no Thoughtseize. Bloodstained Mire, Stomping Grounds, untapped. And Liliana. Takes down, kills our Lotus Cobra. Gets in with Dark Confidant, down to 16. Well, I guess we take an extra turn, hit our land drop. Yep. Still not great, because we don't have anything on the battlefield, but go to our extra turn. Scalding Tarn. Well, I think we just gotta play Jace. Brainstorm. Put back land. Put back land. Play Wooded Foothills. Pass the turn. Dark Confidant. Raging Ravine. Opponent takes up. Well, discard the land. Opponent discards the land. Gets in at Jace. And what's the follow-up opponent? Bloodstained Mire. Cracks it. Swamp. Scavenging Ooze. And Scavenging Ooze. Well, Crackwooded Foothills. Grab a Breeding Pool. Brainstorm with Jace. Put back land, put back land. Play Oracle. Play land. Play land. We really want this tracker. But we probably need the Courser. Yeah, we gotta play the Courser, I think. Land on top, unfortunately. Play Courser, pass the turn. Dark Confidant. More Dark Confidants. Opponent finds Abrupt Decay. Cashes in the Liliana. Plays Raging Ravine. Plays Dark Confidant. Yeah, I don't know exactly how we win from here. Kills Jace. Hits us. Well, play Jace. I think we're dead, though. Brainstorm with Jace. Mono lands, and we scoop it up. Yeah, I don't know. This deck is weird. This deck is super weird. Maybe we're just running really poorly. I really don't know. I am not 100% sure. So, Obstinate Baloth, Blood Moon, Dismember, Engineered Explosives, I guess. Go down a land. Go down a couple Oracles. Maybe we go 2 Explosives. And I guess we gotta cut Serum Visions? Try it like that? Yeah, I don't know. Not sure about this deck. Not sure. Alright. Thankfully, we get to be on the play. And, I mean, we're gonna try this. Forest and Arbor Elf. Pass the turn. If our opponent doesn't have discard, Blood Moon is pretty good. Well, there's the discard. I really hate that this deck only has 1 Blood Moon. Because Blood Moon has been how we've won, I think every game that we've won has been because of Blood Moon. Takes the Tireless Tracker? Alright. Well, we're going to mana screw ourselves, but I think it's worth it. Stomping Grounds untapped. Yeah, it would be nice if we could have blue mana when we were doing this, but get down the Blood Moon, pass the turn. Swamp for our opponent. Oh, so they got their basic lands anyway. Well, Tracker's not bad. Tap, untap, play Tracker, play Misty, get a clue. Getting a clue is helpful. Opponent, Duress, not good. They're probably going to be able to kill our Tracker, though. Treetop Village, and Fulminator. Alright, Tracker's living. That's sweet. Opponent passes. Well, crack our clue. Play an island, get a clue. And I guess we pass. Dark Confidant, Tarmogoyf. Not currently castable. Yeah, Duress not doing much. Raging Ravine. Opponent passing. Well, crack a clue. Ugh. Bad timing. Play Scalding Tarn. And we'll pass the turn. Well, I guess we can attack now. Well, sack a clue. And pass the turn. Dark Confidant. Lightning Bolt. Little late for the Tracker. Yeah, that's not going to work. Only thing in our hand is a Temporal Mastery. Opponent, no attacks. Yes, this time we will, Miracle. This might actually just win us the game. Yeah, opponent scoops it up. Man, I feel like this deck wants more Blood Moons. I really do. Because it feels like every game we win with this deck is because we play Blood Moon. I think if we look back on it, that is literally how we have won every game. So maybe we should just be playing a Jace Blood Moon deck. Alright, run it back. Alright, we'll give this a go. No Blood Moon. Bloodstained Mire for our opponent. And passes. Well, let's just Forest. And Arbor Elf. Pass the turn. Looks like Arbor Elf's gonna die. Yup, Stomping Ground's untapped. And dead Arbor Elf. Bloodstained Mire. Opponent cracks it. Swamp. And there's the Bob. The Unkillabob. Well, Misty, crack Misty, grab an island, and Explosives X2. The world's slowest answer. Dark Confidant, giving our opponent some free cards. Inquisition for our Courser. Ugh. Opponent getting in. Yup. Down to 17. Inquisition takes our Courser. And a Swamp. And opponent passes. Well, we might as well take an extra turn. It's a Rampant Growth. Play the Forest. Pass the turn. How greedy are we? I think we're pretty greedy. I I guess we should probably just kill Bob. Yeah, kill Bob. Play Windswept Heath. Pass the turn. Twilight Mire. Tarmogoyf. It's a 6/7. Ooh, alright. Well, this works out in our favor. Because we get to blow both of those up with explosives. So, explosives on 2. Play the forest. Crack explosives. Pass the turn. Explosives have been pretty good. Man, a Jace. We're getting to the point where Jace is going to be good. Inquisition, not doing much. And Fulminator, also not doing much. And opponent's out of cards. Oh man, come on, Jace. Come on, Jace. Scalding Tarn. Well, play Oracle. Play Stomping Ground. Play Scalding Tarn. Pass the turn. So we get 2 shuffles to try to find a Jace, find a Nissa, find a Temporal Mastery. Those are the cards we're looking for. Opponent cracks, gets a forest. Alright, so let's crack. Get a breeding pool. It's a land. Let's crack. Get a breeding pool. Tireless Tracker, it's super sweet when Oracle's out, but it's still going to be good here. Opponent gets in. It still might be enough. Play Tracker. Play Misty. Get a clue. Crack Misty. Grab an island. Get a clue. Pass the turn. Are we doing it? Are we turbo-landsing? Out-junding the Jund deck? Let's take 2. I guess this is silly, because we lose Tracker to Bolt anyway. Crack the clue. Miracle? Yeah, there's the Bolt. Well, we get to draw 2. Lumbering Falls. Oh my god, deck. Well, let's Mastery. Play Lumbering Falls. Go to our extra turn. Come on, Finisher. No more lands. Play Oracle. Alright, there's a Jace. There's a Jace. We finally found it. Pass the turn. That's what we were looking for. That's what we were looking for. Alright, so if our opponent whiffs on removal for 1 turn, we win. And our opponent whiffs on removal, they scoop it up. Alright. Alright, we won a non-Blood Moon game, and we're up to 3-1. Man, I've been so up and down on this deck, but it's kind of working. It's kind of working. Turbo lands. Huh. We play so many lands and it's so worrisome because it feels like you're flooding out, but then eventually you're going to hit the Jays, and then flooding out is not bad? Huh. Sweet. Alright, much Abrew about nothing time. Playing some turbo lands in Modern, and we'll try this. We got a bit of ramp, got a tracker, and an oracle. Temporal Mastery is looking a bit expensive, but we can get to it pretty quickly in this deck with this hand. If our Oracle gets us a couple land drops. Polluted Delta. Opponent cracks it. Overgrown Tomb untapped. And Inquisition. Yup. So, Abzan, Jund, Death Shadow. Probably, like, Traverse Shadow would be my guess. Takes Utopia Sprawl. That slows us down a smidge. Oh, boy. You boy. Lumbering Falls go. That is the worst time to hit the second Temporal Mastery. Bar none. It does not get more brutal. Well, good news is, if we ever get to 7 mana, or if we ever get a Jace activation, like if we can stick a Jace in Brainstorm, we can put back 2 Temporal Masteries, which is pretty insane. And we have roughly 1 billion lands in this deck. Opponent. Dark Confidant. We do not have a way to just kill a Dark Confidant, which is sketchy. Breeding Pool tapped. I don't know. This is actually looking pretty bad with the Dark Confidant down. Opponent, kill yourself with the Bob, please. Fatal Push. Oh, that kills our tracker. Opponent, getting in with Bob. Yep, down to 18. And this hand would have went so much smoother with Utopia Sprawl. Inquisition, gonna take our tracker. Oh boy, the slowest of the slow. Oh god. Okay. Well, we got nothing. And a tar pit. Well, play Forest Go. Yeah, this is looking ultra grim with the Dark Confidant down. Liliana the Veil. That makes things even worse. There's Liliana. Takes up. Well, I guess we gotta discard Temporal Mastery. Problem is our opponent is drawing extra cards, and we are not. And we don't have any way of killing a Dark Confidant. Opponent gets in. Down to 16. And passes. Well, Tracker's not bad here. Play Tracker. Play Misty, get a clue. Crack Misty, get a breeding pool. Tapped. Well, there's our card advantage engine. It might be a little late, especially since Liliana can kill it, but it does let us draw cards. Alright, opponent gets a Hissing Quagmire. I assume they just kill our Tireless Tracker with Liliana. Oh, Polluted Delta. That's actually pretty big for our opponent because it gives them the ability to tarp it and block. Or not. They just want Revolt. They have another Fatal Push. Just all the Fatal Pushes. Takes up Liliana. Well, we will discard Mastery. Opponent gets in with Dark Confidant. Down to 13. And passes. Well, I mean, I guess all we can really do is lumber. Yeah, I guess we gotta pressure Liliana. Because if Liliana ultimates, we definitely can't win. We're already gonna need some crazy luck. Dark Confidant. That's a Goyf. Oh boy. Yeah, this is gonna be hard. Perhaps impossible. Discards an Inquisition. Yeah, just having 0 ways of dealing with Dark Confidant's rough. And our opponent just had almost infinite discard. There's the Goyf. Opponent passes. Well, crack a clue. Yeah, this is the end. Crack a clue. Lands, and we will scoop it up. Well, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Whatever number of discard spells that was rough. So, Obstinate Baloth definitely in. We might need Lightning Bolts just to have a way to not auto-lose to Dark Confidant. Maybe Explosives is better. It's slower, but it can kill multiple things. Huh. This is another match where it feels like Oracle's just going to die always and forever. Go down Oracles. Maybe we keep 1 Oracle and go down 1 Sturm Visions. Try it. Well, let's go down a land. I feel like 26 is one land too many. I kind of want an Explosives too. Alright, let's try it like that. So we're on the play, thankfully. And alright, I guess we try this. Good against Liliana, thanks to Baloth. Also, a bit slow. What did Foothills go? We don't have any of our mana dorks again. We're good at the no mana dork thing. Catacombs. Opponent passing. Well, let's crack, get a forest. Play Scalding Tarn, crack, grab an island, and we're going to Explosives on 2, just to head off a potential Dark Confidant. Pass the turn. Opponent cracks. Overgrown Tomb tapped. We would like 1 more land before we try to track her. Opponent plays a Goyf. Well, let's play Foothills and pass. See what our opponent does. Yeah, let's pass. Maybe we're going to get punished for sideboarding out those 2 lands. We also haven't drawn any ramp, unfortunately. Opponent gets in for 1. Yep. We take it. Down to 17. We're kind of hoping our opponent plays Liliana. That's actually a huge swing in our favor. Alright, Fulminator Mage. Come on, deck. Give us a land. Alright. This is like the worst extra turn spell. It does literal nothing. Pass the turn. I guess we pass? Yeah, maybe we can't sideboard down to 24 lands. Or maybe we're just getting unlucky. Well, there goes Tireless Tracker. Opponent goes attacking. Yup, down to 12. Well, I guess we gotta crack Explosives. Wow. Alright, I guess it just wasn't meant to be. Oh, this is bad in so many different ways. Yeah, we'll pass the turn. Ugly. Ugly, ugly. Here comes Dark Confidant. Oh, Bitter Blossom. Okay. Opponent's all about paying that life. Gets in with the Fulminator. Down to 10. Yep. Opponent's in the tank. Oh, this has been a sad one. Down to 10. And passes. We cast another very sad Temporal Mastery. Man, if this was happening with an actual thing on the battlefield, this would be actually pretty good. But, unfortunately, extra turn spells, these are doing literal nothing. It's a redraw for a land. It's very nothing. Alright, well, we'll play Arbor Elf. I guess we're just due to get bit by the variance bug, so... They don't always work in your favor. Opponent, Bitter Blossom, down to 17, gets a flyer. Hits in. Hits us for a bunch. Yep, down to 8. kills Abrew. And yeah, we're gonna scoop it up. Did not hit land number 4. Whew! Well, you can't win them all, I guess, is the TLDR. Yikes. Maybe this deck has to play 26 lands for some reason. Okay. Alright, much brew time. Turbo Lansing in Modern, and I guess we'll try this. We got Manadork into Tracker. Hopefully we find a Jace to put Temporal Mastery back on top, and then life is insanely good. Well, Forest and Abrew. Question's going to be if we run out Tracker on 2, or if we try to wait and get a clue right away. Polluted Delta. I think this makes the choice easier. So we will Scalding Tarn, crack it, grab an island, tap, untap, and we'll just Courser. Serum Visions on top. I think being able to Tracker and make 2 clues is more important than if something's going to die to Fatal Push here. We'd rather have it be Courser than Tracker. Or maybe just nothing dies. That's also good. Alright, opponent's Grixising. Bolts our Abrew. And passes. We'll play the Forest. Misty on top. Get in with our Courser. Alright, let's Serum Visions. Well, I guess we keep Nissa. And pass the turn. Still trying to be careful with this Tracker, because we really want to make clues. Tar Pit. Opponent passing. Well, get in with Courser. Play Tracker. Play Wooded Foothills. Gain a life, get a clue. And we'll pass. Maybe we're in pretty good shape here. Opponent's going to kill Tracker. Well, let's crack. Shuffle away Abrew. Grab a Breeding Pool. Jace on top. That's a Jace. We found a Jace. Alright, opponent. Do you have a land to counter this Jace? Land, but... Alright, well... This feels good. How are we doing this? Play the land. We do want to play around Stubborn Denial. Maybe this is doing too much, but play Jace. Crack our fetch. Get a Breeding Pool. Tapped. Take up Jace on ourselves. Forest to the bottom. More lands. Alright, get in with Courser. And pass the turn. Try to make sure Jace doesn't die to Lightning Bolt. Also this Creeping Tar Pit. We might be in pretty good shape, though. Alright, opponent has Jace. What are they going to do with their Jace? Go Brainstorming. Opponent plays an island and passes. Well, Brainstorm with Jace. Ooh, Oracle? Oracle's spicy. That's super spicy. Maybe we do that. Put back Breeding Pool. Put back Misty Rainforest. Play Oracle. Play Misty. Gain a life. Play Breeding Pool. Untapped. Crack Misty. Grab a Forest. Ugh, more lands on top. Play Abrew. Hit Jace. And pass the turn. We can crack our clue. And we actually have enough mana. If we want to, we can just hardcast Temporal Mastery. So if our opponent taps out for something, then we will probably do that. At some point, we can Brainstorm and put it back. Opponent's going to keep Brainstorming. Their Jace is on its last leg, so we might be just winning the Jace war here. Yep. Field of Ruin. Snapcaster. Alright, so our opponent can kill our Jace. But then we kill their Jace. Alright, Dreadbore's our Jace. Well, let's crack a clue. Serum Visions is fine. Serum Visions. Draw Jace. Man, another Oracle? What is our plan here? Well, let's put on top. Put on top. Kill our opponent's Jace. Opponent blocks. Jace down. Fatal pushes Oracle. So that cuts down on a land drop, but we still get to Jace. And let's take up on our opponent. We'll leave that on top. Play Windswept Heath. Gain a life. Crack Windswept Heath. Get a Forest. Play Nissa. Scry with Nissa. I don't think we want Lotus Cobras. Oh my god, they're all in a row! Bottom, and there's another one! Well, I guess we have 4 in our deck, and we hadn't seen one yet. Well, that's our opponent's plan. Steam Vents down to 11. Gonna Tar Pit something. They can kill Nissa, or they can, like, hit Jace and then try to bolt it. They're gonna kill Nissa. Yup. That's fine. Hits a land. Well, we do not mind shuffling away Lotus Cobra. Grab an island. Oh my god, we can't get away from it. We can't get away from it. We are doomed. We are doomed to Cobra. And Fatal Push. Well, I think it's Jace time. It's Jace time. So, let's see. Play Lotus Cobra. Brainstorm. Put back land. Put back land. Play Wooded Foothills. Add a mana. Blue. Crack Wooded Foothills. Get a forest. Add blue. Temporal Mastery. Crack a clue. Alright, there's Oracle. Pass the turn. We kind of just want to find the rest of our Temporal Masteries. Let's brainstorm with Jace. Ugh, all lands. Well, put back land. Put back land. Play Oracle. Play Windswept Heath. Add a mana. Crack Windswept Heath. Get a forest. Add a mana. Play Misty. Add a mana. Crack Misty. Oh, do we have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Add a mana. So we play Jace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So play a new Jace. Keep the new Jace. Brainstorm with Jace. Put back land. Cast Temporal Mastery. Now I think we actually just get the combo kill. Get in with Lotus Cobra. Opponent down to 9. So we draw Wooded Foothills. We play Scalding Tarn. Add a mana. Crack Scalding Tarn. Just for the shuffle. There's Temporal Mastery. Brainstorm. Put back. Temporal Mastery. Oh, this deck's pretty sweet when it gets going. Utopia Sprawl, sure. Go attacking. Hit our opponent. It's a combo. I don't even think we need another combo, but we got there. Yeah? Wow. Okay. Okay. I guess that's how it works. Oh, God. This deck. Bring in Blood Moon. Bring in Thrun. Bring in Negates and Dispels. Oracle's so sweet, but I still feel like it just dies constantly. So go down Oracles. Go down 1 land. And maybe we go down 2 lands? Yeah, let's go down 1 land and 1 Serum Vision. Let's try it like that. This deck. It is pretty awesome. Okay. I mean, this hand's slow. We don't have any ramp, but I think it's fine. At least fine enough. And let's Lumbering Falls. Pass the turn. Opponent cracks Misty. Watery Grave. Opponent Island. And passes. I'll play Misty. Pass the turn. Steam Vents. Tapped. Well, crack Misty. Grab an island. Let's Serum Visions. Land bottom, tracker top. Play Breeding Pool, pass the turn. Gonna try to save our fetches because they work better with coursers and trackers. The question's gonna be, when do we try to cast something? Search for Escanta. Well, I think we counter this. I think we have to. Alright, opponent lets it go. So we play Tireless Tracker. Opponent cracks. They actually have a creature counter? Alright, Logic Knot. No paying. Play Breeding Pool, tapped. Pass the turn. Jace here is pretty annoying. Jace on an empty board, and we don't have a Jace. Misty. Opponent passes. Well, let's play a Courser. Alright, opponent counter draws. Play Windswept Heath, pass the turn. Opponent definitely has a lot more counters than we do. There's the Jace. Oh dear, oh dear. That's not what we wanted to see. Goes Brainstorming. Well, we've been Jaced. We didn't draw any ramp, and our opponent got the Jace. Oh man, Modern has been very Jace battle-y. Watery Grave, tapped. Well, I guess we get to make a lot of clues. So play Tireless Tracker. Play Wooded Foothills, get a clue. Crack Wooded Foothills, get a forest, get a clue. Crack Wooded Foothills, get a forest, get some clues. Utopia Sprawl on red. Play Nissa. Scry with Nissa. Bottom and top the Jace. Ship the turd, ship the turd. Well, we'll see if that was a good line or a bad line. We could have just tried to attack Jace with Lumbering Falls. Maybe that would have been smarter. Lumbering Falls is a good Jace assassin on an empty board, thanks to Hexproof. Our opponent's still under pressure, though. I mean, they do have the Jace, but we have 3 clues, so we're going to refill our hand. We have more mana than our opponent, and we have a Nissa that they still have to deal with. They can't just ignore Nissa, because it is value. Plus, we're going to hit our Time Walks eventually. Field of Ruin. Okay, so they can make us shuffle away our Scry. They can also kill the Lumbering Falls. Those are probably 2 good options for our opponent. Ugh. Alright, we lose our Courser and our Tracker. That was brutal. Now what? Cracks Misty. Steam Vent, untapped. Field of Ruins. Man, watch them be able to kill our Nissa, too. Wow. Opponent just had it all, every bit. Well, let's sack a clue. That's bad timing. Sack a clue. Sack a clue. Play a forest. Pass the turd. Yeah, now we're in dead shape. That was about the best imaginable turn. You can see the power of Jace. Like, that's what happens when you get to brainstorm every turn. Like, it feels like, oh wow, our opponent had it all. They had Field of Ruin, they had Dreadbore, they had Kolaghan's Command. It was like a 4 for 0, basically. But that's just how it works when you have a Jace forever. Yeah, I mean, we can't not play stuff. So play Tracker. Opponent has Cryptic, of course. Play the land, pass the turn. And yeah, I think we're just locked. We're too far behind. Good news is we get to be on the play, and that makes it easy to play the first thing, especially with all of our ramp. We had a slow hand. We had a hand that could draw a lot of cards, but it was a slow hand. Karanos, okay. I mean, we're pretty close to just done. Oh, play Oracle. Play Misty. Play Stomping Grounds. Untapped. Crack Misty. Get a forest. Crack Windswept Heath. Get a forest. Yeah. And we're just going to scoop it up. Yup. Well, we lost the Jace War on that one. That's for sure. Didn't find our Thruns. Oracle just dies to Kolaghan's Command so easily. Alright, run it back. I mean, I think our goal is just to have a Jace on, like, turn 3. If we get really lucky, turn 2. Alright, come on, good hand. Alright, I mean, we'll give this a shot. We have 2 Jaces. Let's Forest and Arbor Elf. So our nut draw here is Utopia Sprawl. Utopia Sprawl lets us Jace. Next turn. Opponent plays a tap land. Oh man, one time. Tracker. Well, play Misty, crack Misty. Grab a Breeding Pool, untapped. Tap, untap. Play Courser. And pass the turn. Ugh, we don't actually have a land. Sulphur Falls. Opponent passes. Well, let's Serum Visions. Bottom and top. Play the land. My god, I swear we put you to the bottom. Get in with Courser. And pass the turn. I mean, there's a chance we just Blood Moon next turn. Alright, opponent does find a basic. Well, we're going to shuffle away this Arbor Elf. Get a Stomping Grounds. Tapped. Draw a Forest. Get in with Courser. So we can Blood Moon, but we'll have 0 blue mana. It's gotta be worth it. Play the Forest. Gain a life. Play Blood Moon. Opponent's just gonna run out a Snapcaster. Okay. And, alright, we'll let it go. Opponent plays a Mountain. Gets into its Snapcaster. So, Island on top would be sweet. So let's Utopia Sprawl. On blue, play Tireless Tracker. Wooded Foothills. Gain some life. And I think we're pretty favored now. Get in with Courser. Hit our opponent. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're doing it. We are so doing it. I still feel like this deck wants more Blood Moons. Because Blood Moon has been our sideboard secret sauce twice. Opponent finds a swamp. Keranos. Okay. Yeah, we can't actually negate that. Well, sack a clue. So I guess we just gotta win through it. Opponent. Passing. Well, let's Utopia Sprawl. On blue. Jace. Play Jace. Let's tick up Jace on our opponent. Hero's Downfall to the bottom. Play Misty. Get a clue. Sack the clue. Hit our opponent. Hit our opponent. And pass the turn. I think we're still in pretty good shape here. Keranos hits a Jace. So I get to deal 3 to something. Alright, gonna hit us / Jace. Hits Jace. Field of Ruin. It's a mountain. And maybe we're just the better Jace deck. Opponent passes. Sure. More Arbor Elves. Well, let's brainstorm. We don't have a shuffle. So put back Arbor Elf. Put back Island. Play Island. Gain a life. Get a clue. Go after our opponent. Yeah, opponent's got a jump. Drops to 5. And yeah, we'll pass. I mean, if our opponent can kill us through Blood Moon with negate and dispel, seems like it should be hard. Keranos, terminate, gets to kill Jace. I mean, Keranos has been good, but I don't think it's enough. Mountain is like the worst basic for our opponent. Opponent passes, so sack a clue. Draw the Arbor Elf. Lotus Cobra on top. I'll play Wooded Foothills. Get a clue. Attack our opponent. Opponent goes to terminate. Well, we will dispel. Opponent blocks. Drops to 2. And yeah, we'll just pass. I don't think our opponent can kill us from here. Keranos, Dreadbore, 3 damage. Gonna kill Arbor Elf. Yep. Dreadbore. Well, let's negate. And that might... And that does it! Opponent scoops it up! Whew! Out-Jacing the Jaces with Turbo Lands! I still feel like we want one more Blood Moon, but... Sweet! Maybe this deck works? I don't understand. I don't get it. Alright, much Abrew time. Playing some Turbo Lands in Modern. And we'll give this a try. Oh dear. Oh dear. Eldrazi. Well, not a good time for that. Forest. Utopia Sprawl. On blue. Pass the turn. Ugh. Eldrazi Temple. Ghost Quarter. Oh my god. Opponent passes. Well, we'll grab a Forest. Play Utopia Sprawl. On blue. Play Scalding Tarn. Pass the turn. Man, if we get Thought Knotted. Really? Really, opponent? Seriously? Crack Scalding Tarn. Grab a Breeding Pool. Well, we kind of punished our opponent for the draw step. Are they still going to Ghost Quarter? They are. Okay. So we'll grab a Forest. Take an extra turn. We need to draw a land, though. Alright. There's Breeding Pool. Play Breeding Pool untapped. Play Courser. Pass the turn. Ugh, come on, land! Land, land, land! So many Ghost Quarters. Tower. And Meta Reshaper. Man, land for Jace. You can do it, deck. Arbor Elf. We'll play Tireless Tracker. Pass the turn. This is not how we imagined it. Funny that our opponent's Tron deck is the one that's desperately firing off turn 2 Ghost Quarters. Here comes Thought Knot. Yup. Yeah, I got it. So there goes our Jace. Man, what we would give for a land here on top of our deck. Jace down. Opponent passes. Alright, that's pretty good. So we get to play Tireless Tracker. Play a Forest. Get some clues, gain some life. Fetch land on top. Play Arbor Elf. And Pass the turn. Another Ghost Quarter. Lots of Ghost Quarters in this deck. Opponent getting in. Well, we will take it. Sure. Down to 15. Another Matter Reshaper. Opponent passes. We'll play Tireless Tracker. Play Windswept Teeth. Get a handful of clues. Gain a bit of life. Pass the turn. Little worried about All Is Dust still. That's the card that can really get us. Opponent goes attacking. I think we take it one more time. We're going to try to win this turn. Assuming this Temporal Mastery doesn't get hit by Thought Knot or something. Chalice to blow up our clues. Okay. Oh, Chalice. Never mind. That doesn't do anything. And Chalice on 2. Still doesn't do much. Alright, so we need a land. So we crack Windswept Teeth. Get a forest. Alright, there's a land. That's good. That's very good. That guarantees we get 2 Temporal Mastery. So we get some clues. Crack a clue. Draw the land. Pump our dorks. Ooh, Jace on top. And Lotus Cobra. So Breeding Pool. Get some clues. So many clues. Go attacking. Hit our opponent. Blocks. We draw Lotus Cobra. Arbor Elf on top. Well, cast the hard way, Temporal Mastery. Did we tap all for green? Oh no. Huh. Hopefully we go unpunished. Wow, we had the win. That's bad. That's some mistapping. Well, pass the turn. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was bad. Opponent. Thought not. Alright. I think we're still okay. Takes our extra turn spell. I think we're still okay. So this costs 8. 1, 2. That doesn't make us win, though, does it? It does not. I don't know what to do here. Oh, man. The problem is you can't undo after you Arbor Elf. And we Arbor Elfed. Lotus Cobra gets countered. Let's play Oracle. Play Windswept Teeth. Gain some life. Crack Windswept Teeth. Get a forest. Gain some life. Get some clues. Play Jace. Play Scalding Tarn. Another Jace on top. Gain some life. Get some clues. Bounce Matter Reshaper. No attacks. We can't let our opponent All Is Dust. That's the problem. We just got to make sure All Is Dust doesn't happen. I think that's the only way we can really lose from here. Cracks map. Oh, that pun. Another temple. Plays the temple. So we have to win this turn. But I think we can. Matter Reshaper. Opponent. Gonna pass. So crack Scalding Tarn. Get an island. Not great Lotus Cobra on top. Gain some life. Untap a forest. Crack a clue. Foothills on top. So play Foothills. We are turbo landing. Crack Foothills. Yeah, play it untapped. Bounce Thought Knot. Draw Jace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play Jace. Bounce Matter Reshaper. Attack, 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 attack. So opponent blocks here. 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's lethal. Go attacking. Oh, man. We almost punted ourselves out of that. But we got there. We got there. Through double Ghost Quarter on our Utopia Sprawl lands. What do we have in the sideboard for Tron? At least it's Eldrazi Tron and not real Tron. Or, you know what I mean. So we have our 1 Blood Moon. Maybe we're just trying to outvalue them? That sounds like a Todd thing to do. That looks like colorless Eldrazi. With the main deck Chalices? Not exactly sure what Eldrazi list our opponent's playing. And if that's good or bad for us. That high number of Ghost Quarters seems different than usual. So, Explosives, no. Baloth, no. Thrun, no. Ancient Grudge, Maybe? I don't even know if that's good enough. It kills Walking Ballista. Negates? Probably not. But do we just have to try to Blood Moon them? Is that our plan? Just Blood Moon? Blood Moon or bust? Or just, I mean, play through them, I guess? Is it worth it to try to kill... I mean, I guess Dismember comes in. That's an easy one. Probably over, like, a Lotus Cobra. Just dies to Ballista, dies to Endbringer. Lightning Bolt, I don't know if it kills enough. Alright, run it like that. See what happens. One time. This is the time. I just want the nut draw one time. Where we have... Oh my god! We did it. We did it. We did it. I mean, assuming nothing goes crazily wrong, this is a turn 2 Jace hand. We actually got a turn... Oh no. Okay, Relic. Well, what did Foothills? Crack it. Opponent exiles. Get a Forest. And Arbor Elf. We got the nut draw. Does it go wrong? That would be so depressing. Power Plant. Alright, it kind of goes wrong. Kills our Arbor Elf. Eats our Arbor Elf. Well, Stomping Grounds. Untapped. Utopia Sprawl on... Alright, Utopia Sprawl on green. Utopia Sprawl on blue. Arbor Elf, go. Oh, we were so close to the nuts. Opponent giving up on the Relic. Okay. Power Plant. Okay. Not a Ghost Quarter. We really need this Arbor Elf to live. Dismember. Well, play a Tireless Tracker. Play a Forest. Get a Clue. Maybe we should have played that differently. The way we played it didn't let us cast a Jace. Mine. And there's Reality Smasher. Yup. Hits us for 5. Yup. Down to 12. Well, crack our Clue. Well, there's the blue mana. And Courser. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Opponent could just draw Tron. So play Scalding Tarn. Get a Clue. Crack Scalding Tarn. Get an Island. Get a Clue. Play Jace. Brainstorm with Jace. Oh man, we are close. Put back Temporal Mastery. Put back Blood Moon. Utopia Sprawl. On red. Pass the turn. Well, let's see if we get Tron this exact turn. We do. That's quite a draw. Opponent, Smasher. Goes at us, goes at us. So we need to block with Tireless Tracker. Sack a Clue. Trade. Hope for no whammies. Well, that's our opponent got. Endbringer. Alright. I think we might be there. I think we might have done it still. Oh my goodness. Untap. We put the Temporal Mastery on top. Oh man, I think we're doing it. Temporal Mastery. Extra turn. Then we... This is only spells, right? Bounce Reality Smasher. Play Courser. Another Mastery! Oh my goodness. Pass the turn. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing the miracle plan. Mastery on top. Yes. Temporal Mastery. Oh my goodness. Combo. Oh my god, it's a combo. We are so doing it. Play a Courser. Play the land. Gain 2 life. Bounce Endbringer. I guess we should have done that the opposite way. Get in with Courser. Hit our opponent. Oh my lord. Serum Vision's on top. Brainstorm with Jace. Put back Jace Forest. Windswept Heath. Crack Windswept Heath for the shuffle. Get a Forest. Alright, Scalding Tarn on top. Play Courser. Play Serum Visions. Lands to the bottom. Play Blood Moon. Go attacking. Oh my goodness! I think we combo killed! I think we combo killed! Pass the turn! Opponent's at 10! 2 extra turns! Miracles! They can't recast their colorless stuff! Uh-oh. They can cast something. Ballista X2, sure. So he can kill the Jace, but we have another one on top. Yep, Jace killed. Utopia Sprawl. So play Jace. Tick up Jace. Go attacking. Hit our opponent. Down to 6. Play the land. gain 3, up to 13. Opponent's dead on board next turn. Pass the turn. They can add 1 counter to Ballista so it can't get through the Courser. Opponent. Do we do it with Turbo Lands? Is this more Ballistas? Counter to Ballista. Sure. Opponent passes. Well, we're going to go for it. Bounce Ballista. Attack. The 1 Blood Moon. Maybe 1 is enough. And we got there. Oh, man. Oh, man, we got there. Wow. Turbo Lands. Okay. This deck is sweet. This deck is super sweet. Not bad. Wow. All right, so Turbo Lands, I know we were up and down through that league, but in the end, competitively, we ended up with a 4-1. We had the 1 game against Jun that we lost. Maybe this deck is actually, I don't know what to say. You could probably see my emotions through the league. It was very feeling like we were flooding out, feeling like we were losing, feeling like it wasn't working, and then we just win. And it felt like that in a lot of our rounds, but I guess that's for the wrap-up. Right now, we'll get to the wrap-up in a minute. First, we got 8 treasure chests to crack. Oh, treasure chests. All right, we're due for some treasure chest luck. 8 chests. Let's crack them so we can get to the wrap-up. Chest 1. Ooh. Relentless Dead and Mystic Gate. Are either of those worth anything? I mean, Mystic Gate might be worth a bit-ish. 1.2 ticks. And Relentless Dead, I doubt it. Relentless Dead... 1.91. Alright, so that's actually a decent chest. Next, we get Vengeful Prophet. Seems plain dredge. Couple of commons. Not worth anything, though. 6 to go. 10 play points. Bad commons. Not only bad, but white commons, which is, we don't play white decks. 30 play points. Alright, so that's a win as far as play points are concerned. Halfway through. Ooh! Temporal Mastery. That's fitting. It's a miracle. After just killing people with Temporal Mastery, I guess that's a pretty good open. And it's kind of worth something on Moto right now. 3.38 ticks, so also creepy Doll. It is creepy. Well, nothing high end, but we still got a couple to go. In the Web of War, whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, gets +2/+0 and gains haste. Dinosaur Hunter, Forsake the Worldly. All right, 2 to go. Come on, Moto. You can do it. Oh, Dispossesses is a rare. All right. That's right. It's a rare. It counts as a rare. It is worth 1 penny. I think our Fortuitous Find in the Ornery Condu probably worth more. Last chance for something sweet. Ooh. Double rare. Mana Confluence. Masterpiece Mana Confluence. Mana Confluence? Any luck? Ooh, 3.99. All right. Actually worth something. Not bad. So, I mean, no crazy good chess, but not bad chess. All right, well, we Turbo Lands our way into a miracle, a Mana Confluence, so be right back with the wrap-up in a minute. So what do we learn this week about Turbo Lands in Modern? And I don't know what to say. Overall, we finished 4-1 in our competitive league, which is great. I mean, that's a really solid record with a very rogue deck. Throughout the league, it was really a mixture of emotions. I felt like we were losing basically every game we played. I felt like, oh my god, we're flooding out. We're not doing anything. How are we ever going to win? And then we would still just win somehow. So I feel like this is a deck that, on paper, it looks weird. It doesn't look powerful. It's not obviously clear how you close out the game quickly with all this value and all these land drops. But it actually works a lot better than you'd think. So really, what it comes down to is once you get down to Jace and you have all these oracles and Courser of Crew fixes, sure, you're not really doing anything, but just brainstorming, playing extra land drops, gaining some life, getting clues with Tireless Tracker, sooner or later, just the raw the card advantage of that scenario beats the opponent. That's what it basically comes down to. And then eventually you crack a bunch of clues, your tireless trackers are huge, you cast some temporal masteries, you attack a few times, or you find your one Nissa and win that way. So while it looks really weird, and it's not really obvious at first glance how this deck functions, it actually functions a lot better than you would think it would, looking at it on paper. So I was really impressed, because I was really nervous throughout the matches, and feeling like, oh my goodness, this isn't going to work, but then somehow it would always end up working, or usually end up working. The one match we lost was to Jund, where we ended up taking out some lands that we probably shouldn't have taken out during sideboarding, and we never hit our fourth land drop, and just kind of went all kinds of bad. So I think that maybe is our fault as well. It's really tempting when you see 26 lands, and you're like, oh, I really want these sideboard cards. It's really tempting to cut lands, but after that experience, it seems like maybe that's not the right way to go. So the one biggest suggestion I have for the deck is I really think the deck needs more Blood Moons in the sideboard. We only have one. We do a pretty good job of finding it, thanks to the ability to play all the lands off the top of our deck, thanks to Jace, but a lot of our games were due to playing that one Blood Moon. A lot of our game wins were due to playing that one Blood Moon. So I feel like having one more Blood Moon might be ideal to hit it more often, because that was the way we won a lot of games that we would have otherwise lost. Against some of the Jace control decks we played, that was the key card that won us the game. Against the Eldrazi Tron deck, that was the card that won us the game. We would have lost without it, most likely. So I feel like having an extra Blood Moon would probably be a little bit helpful. So overall, I still don't know what to say. I don't feel qualified to give a full breakdown of the deck other than saying add more Blood Moons, which, to be fair, is my solution to just about all my deck building problems. Just throw in another Blood Moon and things will get better. But the deck actually does function. I feel like it's a deck that you want to play with a few times, because the way it wins is very different than your typical deck. Typically, you're thinking, all right, I'm trying to like set this up, then I'm going to find my finisher, this is how I'm going to win the game. In this, it's not that straightforward. It's not as linear as just, okay, I do this, I do this, I do this, I find the finisher, I win. It's more winning with just this overwhelming tiny bits of value. You get a million fetch lands, so you're shuffling constantly with your Jace and looking at the top card of your deck to find what you need. You're getting clues to draw some random cards, playing extra lands a turn. So it's more the culmination of value that wins the game, rather than having one specific card that's just a finisher. Probably the closest thing we have to a finisher is Tireless Tracker, or maybe the one Nissa, and those are cards that you really think of as finishers in the same sense as, I played my Primeval Titan, I played my Reality Smasher, I played, whatever big, huge thing that just ends the game. We don't really have that. Instead, we just got overwhelming amounts of value with our lands, with our Jaces, and eventually that adds up to the game win. So I would say throw in a couple of more Blood Moons, at least one more Blood Moon in the sideboard. Also, keep an eye on what Todd's doing. He's still playing the deck, developing the deck, so he probably will have some changes to it as well. I think he said he wasn't completely comfortable with where the sideboard was at either, so I'm sure he's made some updates, so keep an eye out for that too. But overall, if you're looking for a really spicy way to take advantage of Jace in Modern, Turbo Lands is a pretty sweet option, because it works a lot better than you'd think it'd work, and we back that up with a 4-1 finish somehow in our league. So anyway, that's been our Much Abrew for this week. Turbo Lands for Modern. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.